This is the best weekend I've had all year, and for a long, long time.
What an incredible weekend for Mercedes. The recent performance of Lewis Hamilton and George Russell at the Spanish GP brought interesting news for the team and raised many expectations for the rest of the season. Hamilton finally returned to the podium, but he still sees the need for improvements in the car to compete with Red Bull and McLaren. Mercedes' constant evolution is surprising everyone, and the fans are euphoric with the team's return to the podium. So, if you're an F1 fan, be sure to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned to not miss anything. Let's get straight to the point because today is a happy day for Mercedes fans. At the Spanish GP, we saw an impressive performance from Mercedes, with Lewis Hamilton returning to the podium for the first time this season. It was a moment awaited by everyone, especially after some frustrating races, sabotage rumors, and all the controversy surrounding him. Hamilton managed to outperform his teammate, George Russell, and secure third place. This was a boost not only for him, but for the entire team. Hamilton highlighted that despite the podium, there is still much to be done. He mentioned that Mercedes needs to continue bringing updates to the W15 to be able to compete on equal terms with the giants Red Bull and McLaren. The performance gap is still visible, but the progress is clear. Besides Hamilton's performance, George Russell also showed consistency and potential. He finished the race in fourth place, reinforcing that Mercedes is on the right track. The progress in recent races, especially compared to the performance in Monaco, shows that the team is finally understanding better how to extract the maximum from the W15. It was interesting to see how Mercedes' tire strategy worked well. Hamilton used a combination of soft and medium tires, which allowed for solid performance throughout the race, especially in the final stages, where he managed to gain an advantage over Russell and secure the podium position. In summary, the Spanish GP was a positive step for Mercedes. Hamilton is back on the podium, and Russell continues to show that he can compete at the highest level. However, as Hamilton himself said, there is still work to be done to catch up with Red Bull and McLaren. But, for now, Mercedes fans have reasons to celebrate. Hamilton made sure to ask Toto, the team principal, to continue bringing updates to the car. He mentioned that, although the team has made great progress, there is still a significant performance gap compared to the leaders. Hamilton believes that small changes and constant adjustments are essential, but that larger improvements are also needed to compete on equal terms. An interesting point that Hamilton brought up was about the car's balance and tire strategy. At the Spanish GP, he used a combination of soft and medium tires, which proved to be the right choice. However, Hamilton commented that the car still has difficulties in certain situations, especially when he tries to extract the maximum performance in qualifying. Another aspect that Hamilton highlighted was the need for consistency. He mentioned that it is crucial for Mercedes to continue having consistent weekends, like the one in Barcelona, to secure a stronger position in the championship. According to him, even with the current difficulties, the team needs to focus on minimizing mistakes and maximizing points in each race. Despite the criticisms and suggestions, Hamilton showed optimism. He believes that, with the necessary improvements, Mercedes can indeed challenge the leading teams in the upcoming races. The key to this, according to him, is to keep the pressure on and continue pushing the car's limits. While Hamilton brought his critical and constructive view on the necessary improvements, George Russell showed a very optimistic perspective on Mercedes' progress. After the Spanish GP, Russell expressed confidence that the team is re-establishing itself as a real threat to the top teams in Formula One. Russell, who finished the race in fourth place, highlighted that the consistency in recent races is a clear sign that Mercedes is on the right track. He mentioned that seeing the team fighting for the front rows of the grid and for consecutive podiums is very exciting and shows that the development efforts are paying off. An important point that Russell emphasized was the constant evolution of the car. He believes that Mercedes has managed to solve many of the problems they faced at the beginning of the season and that the recent updates are showing positive results. For him, the key to long-term success is to continue on this upward trajectory and keep the pressure on the leading teams. Russell also talked about the importance of maintaining a positive and collaborative work environment within the team. He mentioned that the team's morale is high, especially after the good results in recent races. According to him, this positive energy is crucial to continue pushing the team towards the top. Another interesting aspect that Russell mentioned was the role of race strategies and tire management. He praised the team for the strategic decisions made at the Spanish GP, which allowed both him and Hamilton to maximize their performances. Russell believes that, with the right combination of strategies and continuous updates, Mercedes can become a dominant force once again. In summary, George Russell is confident that Mercedes is on the right track. He sees the recent progress as a sign that the team can return to the top, as long as they continue to work hard and maintain consistent performances. The return of Mercedes to the podium, with Lewis Hamilton securing third place at the Spanish GP, generated a huge impact on social media. Formula One fans, especially Mercedes supporters, showed an euphoric reaction to seeing Hamilton back in the top positions after a challenging start to the season. Social media platforms were flooded with messages of support and celebration. Many fans highlighted how important this podium was for the team's morale and for Hamilton himself. One of the most discussed points was Hamilton and Mercedes' resilience. After the controversies and frustrations of the previous races, fans were impressed by the team's ability to recover and deliver a solid performance. Many comments praised Hamilton's persistence and determination to keep fighting for better results. Additionally, George Russell's performance was also widely discussed. Fans recognized the young driver's effort and consistency, finishing in fourth place. The combination of an experienced veteran like Hamilton with Russell's emerging talent was seen as a promising formula for Mercedes. One of the biggest challenges for Mercedes will be keeping the team's morale high and motivation strong. After a difficult start to the season, the recent successes have brought a new spirit to everyone. The team needs to capitalize on this positive energy and continue working together to achieve their goals. Hamilton and Russell have been instrumental in keeping the team united and focused. Mercedes fans can expect a fierce battle in the upcoming races. The team is determined to close the gap to the leaders and eventually fight for victories. Hamilton is particularly eager to challenge Max Verstappen and Lando Norris, while Russell seeks to solidify his place as one of the top drivers of the season. And that's it, folks. Mercedes is showing clear signs of recovery, but there is still a long way to go to catch up with the leaders Red Bull and McLaren. Hamilton and Russell are more determined than ever, and the recent updates to the W15 are giving the team a new lease of life. Will Mercedes be able to maintain this momentum and surprise everyone in the upcoming races? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain, the battle is just beginning. So, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to not miss any news and analysis about Formula One. See you next time, and let's cheer together for our favorite team.